Xonia, and you are in the zone. Welcome to another daughter edition of ELO. We're going to get our 5 matches in this week. This week we've got a bit of an issue going on right now, though, because of the Clash of the Titans. ELO is going to have a lot of really high-level cards, but that's not going to deter us from trying to use some of the basic cards that we would have probably anyway. Alright, so let's take a look at our missions right now. So if we look at the missions, I tried to blitz a couple of these to get them done earlier. As you can see, for Jungo, I've got everything unlocked up to 5 already, so we don't need to worry about that one. For Ulu Watu, we're on mission 4, which requires life points. So I'm probably going to be doing life points for Ulu Watu. And then if we look here at Frozn, Frozn also has 80 life points. So I think this week we're going to keep it really simple, and we're just going to do an Ulu Watu and Frozn again, and they're both going to be geared towards getting life points. Alright, so let's go to our collection. Looking through my roots the other day, my roots deck. I'm going to go ahead and add the skip up here, so if you want to skip ahead, you can go ahead and do that now. Let's see, let's start with Ulu Watu. And we'll go from there. So again, we need plus life, any kind of plus life. With the new change to Volt and Pussycats running around, we may see a lot of that, which is going to be a bit of an issue overall. Why is it still showing all? I guess because I was looking at selling my cards the other day, so I've got a bunch of cards up for sale right now. If any of you are interested in overpriced cards, please feel free to go and buy them on the market. You can check my sales. That's a joke, by the way. Please don't buy my cards. Most of them are way more expensive than you should actually be paying for them. Most of the reason for that is because they're all 0 XP, so I don't usually sell my cards at 0 XP for much less. Usually I sell them for a little bit more because I think you should get more for 0 XP, and that's generally proven true in the past. So let's take a look at our plus life per damage. Oh, Shell is out of ELO this week. Okay, that's too bad. I was really hoping I could use her. So be it. Alright, so we're going to go with Dave. Dave has got some plus life. We're going to go with Eugene, because Eugene also gets some plus life. I'm wondering if we should throw Fuzzy June in there, because XU52 is unbanned, and running across him will not be fun, but generally stop cards just don't tend to work out. So, George isn't that bad. We'll go ahead and throw him in for now. Looks like we're already having some lag issues, unfortunately. So we'll throw George in the deck. And let's just keep going down, see if we can find anyone else with plus life. I already know I want to try and throw Oriya in here if I can. Oh, we got Numar, and Numar is unbanned. I think I would much rather have Numar than... I'd much rather have Numar rather than poor old George up here. So we'll go ahead and add those two. It's not going to let me remove it yet. So one other quick tip for those of you who may not know, hopefully you already do. Actually, when you add or remove cards, and you have to wait for everything to refresh now because, again, they got rid of the bar that I really liked. You can actually go ahead and change 2 cards, or even sell up to 2 or 3 cards before it actually refreshes. So if you're trying to sell a bunch of cards this way, actually it's probably better to go and sell them. In fact, I will say it is better to go and sell them in the My Collection Pro, but if you do want to sell them from here, you can go ahead and actually sell 2 before the entire page refreshes, just like how you can remove 2 cards from a deck or add 2 cards to a deck before it refreshes. But you have to be really fast, so just make sure that you don't take too long in doing that, and then you can go ahead and get two done at once. So we've got our 4 cards. Go ahead and look at the deck really fast again, just to remind myself of how many stars that we are at right now. We are at 14, so that means we're only going to get 11 stars for plus life in Frozn, which is a little unfortunate, but that's okay. 11 stars means that we're going to have to go ahead and do probably something like 3 3-stars and 1 2-star, or we could do 2 3-stars, 2 2-stars, a 3-star, and a 4-star. But we cannot fit any 5-stars for sure in here, so we're just going to go ahead and look for plus life. We could... Banky is not bad. I don't really like him as a card overall, just to be honest. But let's see what else we've got in here for plus life. Really, it looks like we've probably only got TWLD and Timpa as the 2 plus life cards that we can actually use, which means that we're going to have to go ahead and throw in another 3-star card and a 2-star card. So if we're going to get any other 3-star card and then a 2-star card, since we're going with plus life, that means that we're not probably going to be doing as much real damage, which means that, let's go ahead and we'll go with Yod here, because Yod is always a very solid 2-star, and then we can go ahead and throw Loki in without too much worry, because that min is not going to be met as easily, that min 2. Of course we're in ELO, which means that we have more life, which means that we're probably not going to hit it anyway, but I didn't click it fast enough. Too bad. Took too long before I got Loki in the deck. So go ahead and throw Loki in, and it's not possible. Apparently he did make it in the deck. As soon as... oh, yes. Are you against Loki, my daughter? Bob. Okay. I don't really know what that means, so I'm gonna assume that you're not against Loki, because I kind of like having him in the deck. I'll take your advice in a couple years after you've studied UR a little bit more, and you can offer some solid reasons other than Bob. Yeah, I know, it's really sad. Let's see if I can get 3. Sometimes you're really fast, you can get 3. It won't show the 3rd right away, so probably it'll show Steven Dunn, and then it will actually pause, skip for 1 second, and then take Steven out. If I'm lucky. Apparently, since my computer's lagging, it went ahead and got all of them. Great. As you can see, I was running an FPC Montana deck, trying to get some of those missions done and out of the way. Probably noticed I've been really behind on my LD missions recently, and it's because I just haven't had a whole lot of time. And this week I opted to spend a little more time with my family, which was worth it. So, didn't have quite as much time to make these. Rushing to put these videos together for you guys this week. So hopefully you'll forgive me if they are not exactly the best. You think they'll forgive me? Oh, thanks. My daughter is just so optimistic. Alright, so we've got our 25-star deck here. We've got Loki, Timpa, TWLD, Yod, and then Dave, Eugene, Numar, and Oriya. Again, we're just looking for plus life, and hopefully with all of the plus life, the protect, power, and damage, and whatnot, Loki's low min, we can get by any of the issues with the new Volt that is running free in ELO. Of course, since we're going to be starting at 1,000, I have not been working on it this week. Probably don't have to worry too much. Go ahead and close these other 2 tabs. Just trying to make things a little bit faster for you guys this week. Load it up. For those of you coming in right now, you'll be able to see the deck over on the side. Again, our goal this week is to just try and get 3 wins. See if we can stay above 1,000, and see if we can do it without any of the fancy cards that have been unbanned for this week. And in fact, a couple other people have pointed out some really good things. I know it's going to be too late by the time you guys read this, but really great time to unload those banned cards if you have them, because since more people want to use them, their prices have indeed, some of them at least, have gone up on the market, and so it would be a really good idea to get rid of some of them and then try and buy them back on Monday. Of course, I wouldn't put it past UR to do a CR announcement, today, since it has been a while since we've had one. Kind of try and catch a couple people off guard. daughter's giving us the stink face. She's very upset that I have left in Loki. You really didn't want him in this time, did you? But he's a good card. He's a really good card. Especially in ELO. Kids. What do they know these days? I think they know everything. Alright, so let's go ahead head into ELO. I will 141 players right now. That's pretty good. That's not too bad. Just to let you see, we're back 1000 ELO. We ended at 1272 last time. So 1000 ELO. I have not played any matches. Those are all from last week, as you can see. Let's get into this. Hopefully we are not absolutely annihilated this week. Okay, level 67, Notorious, with the USA flag. You're going against Vortex. Okay. Thankfully, we have got a solid way to deal with some of Vortex at least. Lots of power here. So Sibilia, Drain, Jordan and Neo versus Loki, Timpa, Dave, and Numar. Ultimately, Timpa is definitely my weak link in this deck, only here for the plus life. However, he does still have the ability to do a pretty massive amount of damage gap. We've got to look out for a large pill that we cannot come back from, and Nilo getting played on the next round. So I think we're just going to go ahead and start with Dave, because he's got the least amount of damage, and so we're not going to be in too much trouble if we lose with Dave. I wouldn't. 40 is no problem. 6 pills would be 48. So let's force him to go to at least 7 in order to beat us here. We went to 40. Alright, so good thing we played that extra pill. And we'll rack up 3 more damage. Unfortunately, that win does us not a whole lot of good. I mean, it's only 2, plus 2 life. We do get the plus 2, so that's good. Up to 16 out of 80. Definitely not going to finish that one today, since we can't play Shell. Shell would have been really nice. We got to look out for Nilo next. So I'd love to play Loki, but I don't think he's going to do me a whole lot of good. So instead, let's go ahead and play Numar. And how many pills do we want to play on this? Why don't we go ahead and go to 40. If we go to 40, that goes ahead and stops the 5 pill drain, though I wouldn't be surprised at all to see at least 6 on drain. It also does make sure that we don't lose too many pills for the next round. We could see Jordan here coming at us with 4 or 5. Because of our plus life, we don't really have to worry about drain right now. And because of Nilo, Loki is going to work really well to pocket in that 3 damage plus the -3 as well. Probably his best move here is Jordan. He may only play 3 or 4 on Jordan though, thinking that I've basically played nothing on Numar. Or we could see a very aggressive drain play. Doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to play Nilo against Numar. There we go. We see Jordan. How far did he go in though? Only 3. Alright, so. Alright, so that does give us a nice little lead here, but we've only got a 9 lead. And he can easily do Nilo and Drain. He could very easily pill quite a bit with Nilo, or none at all. My guess is that because he's been playing conservative, somewhat conservative for most of this, honestly, I've been pretty strong, so I'm going to guess that he might think that I'm going to be a little bit weaker this time and try to stop him, because I do have the extra bonus, and so I'm going to hope that because he thinks I'm waiting for my bonus, I'm not going to go all in, which he in fact did, and that does indeed give us the match. Good game, Nugtorious. Alright, that moves us up to 10-15 ELO. We are now 1-0. Let's go ahead and go into our next battle. Vortex was an interesting choice. Actually, I really like Vortex, but not so much for ELO, I'm finding. Personally, for me, I think the biggest issue I have with Vortex and ELO is their lack of DR. If they had a 3-star DR, they already have a lot of really good 4-star cards. I would hate to have a 4-star DR, but they've really just got Nilo and then some 5-star. You know, I mean, it's just so hard to want to play them that way. Anyway, alright, so here we've got level 55, Aranova from the US, Pastor, Slide CR, Steve, and Sue. So we're looking at pretty much everything is DR, which is awesome because we've got Yod, but without his bonus. We've got Dave, we've got Oriya, and we've got Numar. So let's go ahead and get this started. Let's go ahead and go with Dave. Do we want to go with 30? No. Let's go with 40, and then just see how Aranova responds. We've really only got 2 options for Oriya. We could either lead with Oriya, or we could go in round 3. And I would rather save her for round 3, because if I can get round 1 or round 2, then having her for round 3 would be much better. However, we don't want to throw too much out, but we do want to force him to try and play at least a few pills. So really the only person we need to worry about is Pastor, and then we might see Slide CR become an actual attacker here. Okay, we've got Sue. Sue is the other potential attacker. Oh, excellent. Great. Great. Now that Sue is out of the way, we don't have to worry about any more power manipulation. And we've got more than enough in order to beat whoever he throws at us, even if he throws Pastor. And with Oriya. So basically what we need to do is look at this. So Pastor, even if Pastor goes all in right now, it's 77 plus 12 is 89. I've got 9, which means I need 10 pills with Oriya in order to win. 4 damage. I'm actually gonna go ahead. I don't want to do it with Numar. It's just not worth it right now. Because Numar would be taken down to almost nothing. I'm guessing this is a 0 pill slide, honestly. So let's see what this turns out to be. Oh, good, excellent. We did see some pilling. That is definitely what we wanted to see. Excellent. Slime kind of did him in there because with the -3 min 1, that would just totally wreck my Numar. No way I want to play Numar there. I have to lead with Oriya, or I don't get the courage. Need to look out for Pastor. If Pastor does 6, then I am dead. So I kind of have to win with Oriya because of Steve. 49, 51, 61. Which means I really only need 7. The nice thing here is that if he throws Steve, I think he can get me no matter what still here, if he just 0 pills Steve, which is, you know, just the way that it is. But with Oriya, a 0 pill Steve will still allow me to do 8 damage, which means that Pastor will have to Fury. And I think, because I'm going to have 4 pills, I can prevent Pastor Furying. I think I can. Really hoping to see the Pastor move there, but so be it. We also got 4 life, which is what we really wanted. That's the main thing here. And then if he wants to Fury, that's only going to give him 4. 4 times 7 is 28, and 12 is 40. And I have 4, which means that I will tie him, so he cannot get away with the Fury. Which means that we will indeed claim this match for our own. And if he goes in, even better for us, because we will get... Oh, fantastic. We will get 2 more life. Good game, Aranova. Good game. Alright, so we've been very, very fortunate thus far. We have won our first 2 matches, and we are now at 1031 ELO. 1031 ELO. And we're up to 26 out of 80 life gained with the Ulu Watu. We have not seen Tiwi LD yet, which is a little sad, but so be it. Tiwi LD might make one of our missions, one of these, just a little bit easier. There we go, there's Tiwi. Alright, and then we've got Dave, Eugene, and Numar. Again, excellent, excellent hand. I'm very, very happy with this. Again, we've been doing it so far, and it has been working, so why don't we go ahead and go with Dave. And we'll go with, again, the 5 pills, because they know that we'll go with 5 because they know that 5 as well will not win them the match against 40, and so they may go to 6, and if they do, then that gives us the pill advantage again. Here we also really need to look out for Sayura. So really with Salak here, he could go absolutely any way that he wants to, but with all the extra damage, he wants to look out for Tiwi and Eugene. And he knows that I'm probably going to try and do that, so he may expect me to take quite a few pills with Dave. He may want to try and sneak in Sayura in round 1, because she has such a low power. However, he may save Sayura for Tiwi LD. There's the first round Sayura. Alright. Is 50 enough to... Okay! Interesting. You chucked Sayura. Interesting. Okay. I guess guess he was really sure that I was gonna bluff there. Well, I mean, honestly, I've got the power advantage at this point. I really just need to prevent him from doing significantly more damage than me. I'm just gonna throw off with Tiwi here. Ideally, I would really like Numar to line up with Yume. Okay, that's just fine. No problem with that whatsoever. It would have been nice if he'd played a few more pills, but that's okay. I'm gonna end up even after round 2. I don't know, I just need to make sure that I get more damage in than him. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to play a few, because Numar, he knows that he has to beat my Numar. He absolutely must beat my Numar. There's no option of him not beating my Numar, because Eugene will just come back and prevent any kind of fury, and since we're tied now, Numar will definitely win it. Shifu is the perfect matchup. I want to throw more pills than just a few because I kind of want to eliminate the fact that there's a 2-pill difference here. So I want to save enough to be able to Fury with Eugene if possible. Furying with Eugene will still allow me to beat his Shifu, unless he actually has the guts to go in with a Furied Shifu. Excellent. Alright, and that's the end of this one as well. There's no way that he can overcome this. Again, we kind of wanted to go for a middle amount of pills again, because if he did a low pill like that, he would still win. And if he did a higher pill amount, deciding to go pretty much all the way in, which would have cost him at least 9, then he would not be able to have enough pills in order to stop my Eugene with 9. So that worked out really well. That's why we left the 3 pills and then 3 for a Fury. We just wanted just enough in order to try and prevent him from being able to stop my sneak. So we're now 3-0, 1047 ELO. We've gotten to 32 out of 80, which is pretty good, and we've knocked 3 more off our life points with Frozn. Let's go ahead and go into our 4th match now. I'm surprised I haven't seen more of the unbanned character cards. I'm guessing it's because I'm at such a low level for ELO that we're not seeing a lot of those banned cards. Alright, so we got Adafire, level 67, with Anita, Joanna, Steve, and Tina, versus Timpa, Tiwi, LD, Numar, and Oraya. Again, we want to save Oraya for that massive damage later. Numar seems to be the best bet, since we don't have anyone other than Steve to cause us some trouble. Joanna, a high pill Joanna could cause a nice bit of trouble, so we don't want to go in too far because Anita could also really make us pay. So I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go with 4 pills on Numar. What would that put me at? 12. From 40 would be 28. That would stop a 3-pill Joanna. Okay, I'm okay with that. Do you think I should have played more pills? My daughter is unhappy with the amount of pills. I think she was saying I should have played, what, 2 more pills? 2 more? I should have gone to 60. You're pretty sure it's going to be Joanna, right? I mean, there's nobody else for him to actually play. I mean, unless he 0 pills Steve. You sure he's not going to 0 pills Steve? Okay, well that sounds like solid reasoning to me. Alright. So my daughter is absolutely certain he will not throw Steve. There you go. You were right, daughter. Joanna. You said I should have played 6, right? Well, see, you're wrong, because that would have been a tie, and I would have lost anyway. So actually, I ended up saving those 2 pills. So I hate to say it, but I think you were wrong this time. Should have been 3 more pills. I would have had to have played 7. Okay, that's okay though. So we've got Anita now, who is always a wonderful pain. We've also got Steve that he can throw off, and Tina that he can go in even further with. So actually, I'm going to assume just a 2 pill on Anita. So we're going to go 14 and 12 is 26. Which means, well, actually, why don't we just do it this way? So Tina's going to be at 7. 7 times 8 is 56. 58, 68. 68. I need more than 68, which means that I need 8 pills. Eight pills to guarantee a win. I don't think we're going to see 0 pills. I'm guessing at least 1 pill on Anita. I think I can afford to play just 1 more. Maybe this will come back to haunt me here in just a second. Maybe it won't. Who knows? Oh, yeah! Oh, excellent. Alright. So, the reason that I went ahead and assumed that it was a low pill Anita is because now he would be able to follow up with Tina at basically full blast in order to do far more damage than me, and then have Steve there in the end in order to stop. And all he really needed to do was win this next round with Tina, and I needed to make sure that I had enough in order to beat him, and I do now because 7 to 7 is 49, 51, 61, and I am able to get to 63. So we just go all in with Oriya, and this game is all but over. Good game, add a fire. Add a fire! You just stole my plus life from both. I think it's time for another angry message, folks. Alright, we're into our final and 5th match. Z4NG, Mr. Zhang, level 49, from France. Montana, Avola, Canasso, Jimmy, and Spiaghi. 2 5-stars. Whew. Alright, we got Loki, Timpa, Dave, and Oriya, though. That's good news, because we can deal with Spiaghi with either Loki or Dave. Jimmy as well. Lots of plus life in order to eliminate the 2-hit KO. Just as much ability to do quite a bit of damage with Oriya as his Avola. So even though we are quite understarred, we're not out of this thing yet. Actually, we're not that understarred, just by 1. But 2 3s, a 2, and a 5 versus 2 5s and 2 2s never feels quite as strong. So let's see. He won't lead Spiaghi. Probably won't lead Avola. Wouldn't lead Canasso. Makes more sense now to lead Jimmy without almost any damage, or without almost any pills on him, because he can then follow up with Canasso. But he could be trying something tricky. Who knows? I'm going to go ahead and leave Loki available for an easy counter to Avola. go to 40. It's again going to put it at 28, which means you'd have to play more than 4 pills. Alright, we'll go with Dave again. See how we do. Excellent. Exactly what we wanted to see. Well, not exactly what we wanted to see, but the best thing we could hope for in this kind of situation. Only down by 1 pill. I need to watch out for the return of Ola, though probably Fukunaso is much more likely this round. You could really put the pressure on with Oriya. However, let's see, 77, 89. I'm going to need 10 pills in order to beat Evola. So, I think instead, I'll go ahead and throw Timpa out. Now, the reason we want to throw Timpa is that Timpa is literally our worst card here. Like, he's not even worth using at this point. However, it might be enough in order to scare Zhang into playing a few more pills. And if Zhang plays just a few more pills, that's going to make life a lot better for us. Honestly, his best move here is not to play Fukunaso, it's to play Evola. Because if he does not play Evola this round, he's either going to go up against Loki or Oriya. And since Timpa's going to lose no matter what, Loki's going to be at 11 power, which means that I'm going to be able to stop Evola pretty much no matter what. And Spiagi's only got 1 damage, so that's not really going to be doing him much good at all. So, the main issue that we've got going on here is he needs to play Evola this round. If I were Zhang, I would definitely play Evola, which means that he's going to have to put a few pills on it. And hopefully he knows that I know that as well, or at least thinks that I know that. And the Timpa is kind of a trap. Hopefully he will think, okay, there's the Evola that we were expecting. Okay, good. He did play quite a few pills. Which is, in fact, what we were hoping for. Now the problem here is now I have a split. I either choose Oriya or I choose Loki. And I'm gonna have to figure out which I want to do. So if we've got Fukunaso with 6, 42, 44, 54. 54, I'm gonna need 7 pills. The problem is that he has probably gone quite far in with Spiagi. So if I need extra pills, I want to keep Loki available because Spiagi is just 1 damage. He's literally just 1 damage, and if I lose, I can still use Loki. So Loki will go to 9, the same as Oriya would be. I said I need, 7 pills? What was it again? 54. So 6, 7. Yes, I need 7 pills. That will leave me with the 7. We will see if, why did I just play Oriya? That doesn't make any sense why I just did that. I mean, honestly, for some reason I thought I was leading that round. I really should have played Loki instead. Either way, we are still going to end up with the win for this. Just barely, but, ultimately that's all that really matters. So, really good game, Zhang. I have no idea why I just did what I did, so that was pretty stupid on my part. I should have played it the other way around, and then I would have gotten Mariah's damage as well. Man, I just lost myself the 4 extra life as well. That's the thing that's really bothering me right now. I mean, I almost wish I had lost, because then I wouldn't feel quite as bad. It's alright, we all make noob mistakes, and that's okay, because we can't be perfect. We don't have to be perfect. Alright, so this week we got extremely lucky. maybe not so much luck as much as Frozn and Ulu Watu, especially as a combination, especially with all these 10 power cards, really is a beast of dual decks. I would highly recommend a deck like this. Very lucky that a lot of these cards were not ELO banned for this week. I would highly recommend using this deck. I really would. I mean, we went 5-0. Really wasn't that bad. And apparently we had a couple more cards in here, like I guess Evola, I think was one of them, that were unbanned, and we were able to go ahead and win all 5 of our matches anyway. So again, I hope you learned something new this week. I hope you were able to enjoy it, and look forward to seeing you all in game. So if you like this video, don't forget to hit that like button, or to share it with your friends. Timed out. Zing. And don't forget to subscribe for more of my Urban Rivals videos. This is Xonia, and at 1087 ELO, you've been in the zone.